Esther, she laughs because she gets herself tuned in, and then all these great ideas come to her, and then she sets them in motion, and then off they go. And just witnessing the results of them is way more than a full-time job. She told someone the other day, they said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm a pointer." What? I'm a pointer. What? I just point at things that I want to come to me. What? Yeah, just point at things I want to come to me, and then they come. And then I feel satisfaction as they come. That's it? Oh no, because the more of them that come, the more I point. And the more I point, the more it comes. And the more that come, the more satisfied I feel. And every now and again, I get out of whack, and then I point myself to more satisfaction. Well, Esther, you seem like a pretty lazy girl. Yeah, I don't pay any price at all. I don't suffer. I don't sacrifice. I just point. That way. Towards satisfaction. And so, if you're a recovering doer, then you might be a recovering justifier of action in order to compensate or justify why good things are coming to you. And we do think it's a good idea that you get over that. Because if you're a doer, you just can't create very much through doing. But if you are a pointer, and a feeler, and an aligner, and a harnesser of the energy that creates worlds, and then a pointer, you're making big things happen in this world.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And so taking that and applying it to finances, I've noticed a pattern where I'll be in my vortex.
Can you feel how she's locked into a thought that's not serving her?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about
pointed and said, I want a publisher to publish this book because it was too much effort. Or I got the clarity through.
But feel how muddy all of that is.
Okay.
I want that because I don't want that, and I want that because I don't want. So you're pointing all over the place.
Yes.
If your pointer were a machine gun, everybody would be dead.
Okay. So this is what I want. This is what I want help focusing on, so that I am more clear on where I'm pointing my pointer.
This game that we played here today about the satisfaction factor, you just want to point at what feels satisfying. So publisher feels satisfying until you think I can't get one, or I haven't gotten one yet. Either turn that into something that feels more satisfying, or point at other things that already are satisfying. You see, this is the thing that most people don't get. And once they get it, things start clicking into place. You don't have to feel satisfaction about the thing you're trying to accomplish. You just have to feel satisfaction about something. Because step 1 and step 2 and step 3 and step 4 and step 5 are all separate steps. Step 1 is where you ask. Step 2 is when it happens vibrationally. Step 3 is when you let it in. So you're not doing step 1 and step 3 at the same time. They're different steps. Let step 1 happen, and now you focus on step 3. And that's what we've talked about all day here today. Feeling satisfied. That's step 3. Finding some reason to feel satisfied. And we got to say to you, to all of you, there are so many reasons to feel satisfied that we just want you to make the connection between the productivity of satisfaction. And that's such a, we love you so much, ridiculous thing that we're having to sell you on. Like, it really is a good thing that you feel good. Feeling good really will bring good things to you. Nope. I'm supposed to feel bad to get good things. And we say, how's that working out? Just try it our way, just a little while. Try to feel satisfied just a little bit. And don't try to justify your experience through hard work and action. Just be a pointer for a little while. Just start pointing. People say, what are you doing? Pointing. What are you pointing at? Things I want. Well, good luck with that. Yeah. Don't need luck. It works. Universal forces. That's all I got to do. Point and like what I'm pointing at. That's it. Just point.
Okay. And I have another question that's more general in terms of the desire and the future focus and being in the present moment and how to navigate between those.
Can't. Pick one. That's like saying, I'm in my car, I'm driving down the road, and all around me are other drivers. But I'm not going to notice them. I'm going to think of what's happening in the city of my destination. And then after the ambulance picks you up and they give you drugs, all of your power's in the now. And so here's the answer to your question. If you want to think about the future, and it's a fun thing to think about, just acknowledge that you're doing it in the now. So in the now, point at things in your future that you want to live. And let it be not just tangible things. I want to be rich. Not just that. That's good though. Choose that. Plenty of money, lots of freedom, lots of sense of satisfaction, a keen sense of who I am, a feeling of invincibility, a recognition that I have value, a strong sense of worthiness, an awareness that my inner being is working with me. I want to feel what my inner being feels about whatever I'm pointing at. I want to point in the direction of what my inner being is pointing at. I want to feel exhilaration about life. I want to wake up feeling eager. I want lots of satisfying things to move through my day. I want an awareness of satisfaction turning to more and more and more and more and more. I want to be consciously aware of when I feel good, the way law of attraction responds to that good feeling. I want to know for sure myself the distinction between just feeling relief of letting go of some resistance and letting go of all of it and in being in satisfaction. And then I want to start acknowledging the momentum that ensues from being more and more often in a completely non-resistant state. I want to find moments in every day, 20 or 30 minutes if I can find them, early in the day if possible, to sit and quiet my mind completely. Because when I quiet my mind by focusing on something like the air conditioner or my own breathing in and out, that's a good one. As I focus upon things that don't require much concentration, and I discover that sense of detachment. In that absence of thought, there will be absence of resistance. And in absence of resistance, there will be a rising of my vibration. And in a rising of my vibration, there will be a connection with Source. And in a connection with Source, there will be satisfaction in this moment. And when I come out of meditation, all tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and I have an impulse, something that just seems like a good idea to go do it, and I do it, and then I see the immediate payoff for having done it. Now I'm really putting together the absence of resistance and the presence of consciousness flowing to me. Then I start to acknowledge and know for sure myself that my inner being is watching me, knows where I am, knows what I want, and is pointing. I just have to point in the direction that my inner being is pointing and pay attention to where my inner being is pointing. And if I point in a direction that my inner being isn't pointing, dun, 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 no satisfaction. But when I point in the direction that my inner being is pointing, I feel some form of satisfaction, all the way up to this feeling that wild horses could not keep me from it. When you get in sync with your inner being who is adoring you, when you get in sync with your inner being who has experienced the benefit of all that you've lived, your past, present, and future become something that you can get your thoughts around right here and now. Just remember that your vortex is a vibrational reality that is real, and that it is from manifested point of view. It is your future, but it doesn't feel like your future to your inner being. It feels like your present. So if you keep making it feel like future instead of feeling like present, in other words, do you see what we've talked about here today? By caring about feeling satisfied, you've made what's in your vortex present tense for you. Because I can feel it now. Satisfaction, I can feel it right now. Can't deposit the checks in the bank, but I can feel satisfaction. Did you get what we just said? By looking for satisfaction and finding it, you've turned your vortex into real-time present tense. So now you're in sync with your inner being, and now when your inner being and you point, things happen. And others who are watching you, they think you're magic. They think you have an advantage that they may or may not understand. But if you have a chance, just tell them you're a pointer. You've discovered a way to get everything that you point at, and that you're so sure that it's coming that you are sublimely patient in the unfolding.